I've been told that there are many quirky things about my personality, and I think this week was one of the best examples. I just got back from having my teeth cleaned at the dentist. I have a new dentist because I moved, and I think it is one of the most anxiety producing experiences if you look across the board of people that they do not want to go to the dentist. And I love it. It's so amazing. There is this kind of indulgent part of going to the dentist for me, that someone's in there, a stranger, and they're cleaning my teeth and they're getting into all the areas that I can't get into, and flossing, and it's a really kind of intimate and vulnerable moment because there's parts of my mouth I don't know if I've ever seen that someone else has to see, and it's really helping me have greater health. And they're teaching me and how to take care of my body, and of course the mind and body is all connected, so my dental health affects my body, affects my mind. So I'm just the weirdest person on the planet that I love the dentist. And I was thinking as I drove home, there's this gorgeous example of going to the dentist and some people that come to say that I really want to meditate. And there were these 5 things that I was thinking about and kind of sorting through in my mind. And so the first thing is really knowing how to meditate. So I had to learn how to brush my teeth. And it wasn't always that I loved to go to the dentist. When I was in college, I was brushing my teeth way too hard. I was using a hard toothbrush. I did a lot of damage to my gums. I was sensitive to the external environment, to cold temperatures, certain foods. And so I had to go get fillings in my gums. And I wanted to learn how to reverse the damage if I could, and really make sure that I was taking care of myself in the future. So I want to teach you how to meditate easily and effortlessly. It is the easiest thing you will ever do. Like brushing your teeth, right? It's so easy, but there's tiny little tricks that you can do to make it easier and to make it effortless. So by the time it becomes a habit, you don't even have to think about it. So please contact me if you want to learn to meditate. There are other videos that will give you the basics of meditation. Because if we don't know how to meditate correctly, we're not going to show up to our practice, right? So the second point is, if it's too difficult, I'm not going to do it. Or if I don't think I'm doing it right, what is the point? We do have too much time, too many things going on in our lives, that we are not going to make the time to do something that we don't know is going to bring us the benefits that we desire. And I promise you, if you take the time to meditate, you will see the benefits. You don't even have to believe that it's working. It just does if you follow the process of meditating correctly. And so the third point is having a regular practice. And it takes regularity to have good oral hygiene, right? We brush our teeth twice a day. It becomes a very natural habit. While I thought I could never find the time to meditate, I meditate twice a day, 30 minutes each time, and it is the most amazing part of my day. It actually gives me more time. I have more mental clarity on top of all the other benefits, and I feel like I actually have a second day when I do that afternoon meditation. It's really important to bumper, you've heard me say this, morning meditation and afternoon meditation. 30 minutes each time is a lot. And you don't have to start there. I actually don't recommend that you start there because it can be frustrating. So you start with the smallest amount of time that you have, that you feel incredible, that you love it, and you build up from there. And so there was a time when we were brushing our teeth that our parents were telling us, and I don't know if you were like me, but it was not the most fun thing to do before I went to bed at night as a kid. My parents made me brush my teeth. And now, at some point when you grew up, you didn't have to be told anymore. And so you have that regular practice. It becomes a habit. You come back to it over and over and over. The fourth point is that you're going to have to make the time. you made the time to brush your teeth, you can even link up the time that you want to spend in meditation to brushing your teeth, which is amazing, because any habit you have that you're doing every single day, then you'll remember to sit down in meditation. Because in the beginning, you might just forget. Every once in a while, out of the blue, I just forget to have my afternoon meditation. So even if you forget in the beginning, that is okay. And if you come back to something that you remember, like brushing your teeth, every time you brush your teeth, you're going to say, now it's time to sit down and meditate. And it can be 2 minutes after you brush your teeth. And if there's a better time in the day, then naturally you'll want to find that time. So think about me every time you brush your teeth in the morning and you brush your teeth in the evening, and just take 2 minutes to sit down and meditate so you can reconnect to that habit over and over, or find something that you're doing regularly every single day. Setting a time that you want to meditate, let's say it's 8 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the early evening, is very difficult, because if the time passes and all of a sudden it's 5:15, then you may not meditate. But if you do it every night before dinner, before you start cooking dinner, when you come home, when you walk in the door, before you change your clothes, then that is going to help you create a regular practice. And the 5th point is to get your regular checkups. So it doesn't matter how well I brush and how well I floss and how well I listen to my dentist and all the things that I am supposed to do for good oral hygiene, I still need to go and have him clean my teeth every 6 months. Connect with a teacher. You don't need a teacher, but it is an amazing reset of your practice. Connect with community. Do a group meditation. It is going to teach you little tiny things about your practice and hone in things that you may not have learned. So I can teach you how to meditate in 30 minutes, really easy. And there are so many recommendations to make it really easy, to make it personalized, to make it more fun, to have you come back to it, to make you really connect with the practice. So the benefits that are showing up in your life are the ones you desire. The practice is regular, it's fun. You've got way too much stuff on your plate that's not fun, that's obligation. You're moving through challenges and navigating difficult things of life and obligations. Make the meditation really fun. So those checkups you can think of as reconnecting to the joy, to the benefit, to the ritual of your practice, and perhaps using a teacher to help you refine some of the details of your practice. Here's what I want to ask you. I want to ask you when the last time is that you decluttered your mind. You take care of your teeth and your oral hygiene every single day. When is the last time that you said, I'm going to look and see what's in my mind and get rid of some of the clutter that's accumulated? So just as a street sweeper might come out and get all that accumulated stuff and trash that's gone on the street, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, meditation is going to do the same thing. It's going to release the accumulated stress, all of that stuff that's compiled on us. Every day we have more and more things that we're facing. When is the last time you decluttered your mind? Do you want to meditate? Is this something that you really want? If it is, then really try to follow these principles, carve out time, create a habit that's next to something else. Look at your life, be really curious. That is the first part to starting the habit. If you start tomorrow, then all of a sudden maybe you haven't prepared. But be curious, who can help me? What time of day am I going to meditate? Where am I going to meditate? Oh, that spot is a really yummy spot. You don't need a special spot to meditate, but it's always really nice. You can sit up in bed right when you wake up. You can think about what the obstacles might be. Oh, the afternoon's going to be a little bit more challenging. I know that I always, check my phone. I grocery shop. I check my email at this time. I can set an alarm to remind myself. Be curious about what tools, habits, techniques, people can support you in that. There are great timers and reminders on some apps. I personally use Insight Timer. I love it. You can set reminders and you can set a timer for just 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you're meditating for. And if you want meditation for your life, absolutely decide. Be incredibly decisive about this is what I want. Because all of the thinking about the things that you want to change in your life are just creating more stress and more thoughts, and it can create a lot of clutter in the mind. And if you say, nope, I don't want meditation for my life right now, then come back to it in 3 months. Is it time? Maybe it's time. I'm going to start on Monday. Or be really decisive. I am going to do this for 66 days. Studies are showing that about 66 days is what it takes to create a habit. So when you decide, set aside a little calendar, a check mark, an accountability partner to say, I am going to do this. And if you're not ready to do it, take it off the calendar. And when you are ready, it's going to be so easy and so fun. If you don't follow through on your commitments, look and see what else in your life needs to be in alignment, because it's just not time, and you might want to prioritize something else first. Be really easy on yourself. We're really hard on ourselves. It's not going to help if you judge yourself, criticize yourself, or blame yourself for not following through on your commitment. I want this to be really easy and effortless. Please subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, you can like it. You'll receive notifications for new content when it comes out. Anything I can do to help you meditate easily and effortlessly, please let me know. There's other videos for your regular practice to help you build the habit, to come to your practice easily, to really have more fun, and also to connect with community in weekly guided meditations that are always free. All of the information is below. I'll see you in the next video.